Hello everyone. I'm still kind of burnt out from social media. That happens every time. So I'm really thinking about how am I gonna break this cycle because I know that I'm very passionate about stuff. So when I get something in my head like okay, I need to be on social media, I'm gonna be very passionate about it and I'm gonna be there every day, posting every day, interacting every day. And I'm autistic, so of course I'm gonna burn out after a few days. And every time it happens after like a month, kinda. And it happened again, and I thought I would have be fine by now and go back to it, and I was like being naive to think that, and also like kind of not wanting to see the truth because this is not the first time it happened, not the second, not the third. It's like it's been years that this happens to me. Like every time I'm very invested on fast food type of social media, this happens. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to try out other social medias, like um, slower ones, kind of like not the ones that you're there competing with everyone else for attention. For like there's a lot of trends and a lot of I don't know. It's just like everyone is seeking for attention and for a like and at the end you're just like working for the platform because you're not gaining anything from it, and platform benefits from it a lot because you're creating content for them, so that keeps people in there, not just you but people that like your content. And artists are the people that create really nice content, because we create images, songs and dances, whatever, what type of art you do. But for them it's awesome that we're there, and for us it sucks because it's just like time and energy consuming. So I'm started using Substack, and I'm actually gonna do all my newsletters and my blog posts in there instead of doing it from my website. I'm just gonna do it from there because it looks easier, because I'm just gonna do a post and it's gonna be for the newsletter and for the blog. So the post is gonna be there because on my website it kind of bothered me that the newsletter I would send it to the person and then to the people, and then that would be it, like every month I would send it and that would be it. And there on Substack, my newsletter is going to be my blog post and it's gonna be there for people to see whenever they go in my Substack. So to me, it's better. It feels like. So I'm gonna try that out, and I'm just yesterday I created my account on Substack, and I'm starting to learn the platform and the layout and stuff. Because it's a lot of like every social media has its own layout and things, and like I hate layouts, like because my brain gets used to one layout. So let's say like I'm using this social media for years, and then when I need to get to another one, I'm just like, okay, so where is everything? Like it's really like hard for my brain to get used to it and not be so angry about it. But yeah, this is part of doing the boring stuff that you don't like when you have to deal with your work. Like we don't like some of this stuff, and to me this is the worst part. It's the social media. And first it used to be interactions, but now it's really like using social media, actually, not really the interactions. Like today I'm more flexible about interactions, like I could interact more than before. But this social media stuff, like being in social media, it's what bothers me. I think because it's like a lot of things on the page and a lot of things going on, and then you don't know like which social media to use. So I'm gonna try Substack, and I'm gonna continue using Reddit, Reddit is a social media that I used more before, and then I kind of stopped and I focused on more fast food social media. But now I'm just like burnt out and I'm gonna go back to Reddit. So let's see my points here because I didn't want to forget. Well, if you don't know, it's been 9 years that I was away from my art. I gave up 9 years ago of my art, and then I'm coming back now. So I'm documenting my journey, and every week I post a video here of what I'm doing, and you can see like, you know, whatever I'm doing, if you're doing something that is kind of like similar, or if you want to do something like, because like as an artist I feel that we're all lost until we find a way to make it work for us, because it's like very different for every artist, because you know, it's like confusing. It's confusing, like the type of art we make, who is the people that like our art, like all of that, like the communication we gotta use and how to reach these people, where are they, you know, like how to approach them, and you know, like all of that, and like how we want to pursue things. Like, okay, so I'm a visual artist, I create, like I use watercolors, but then I bought, actually this week I bought canvas and a few acrylics paints, just to like play around a little with new material, like different material. Like I don't usually use canvas and acrylics, so you know, I was burning out and I was just like, okay, it's not getting any better. I need to distract myself. I need to do something new, you know, like don't focus in trying to work, because 2 weeks ago I thought I was gonna be okay from this burnout already, you know, and I'm not. So it's like I was getting so frustrated because of it that I was just like, okay, I need to change things around. Like I need to, like, as humans and at a certain age we start to learn how we function. Like I don't want to be treating myself in a way that I know that it doesn't work, but then I do it anyways because it's easier, but it's not, but like it seems to be, because we're used to it. So I was like pushing myself harder and harder, like this last week and the week prior, to go back to work like nothing happened, you know, the burnout. And I wasn't gonna be able to leave this burnout state because I was not allowing my mind to breathe. I was just like pushing myself and like getting frustrated about it. So I was just like, I need to let go of this and go back to my senses, like break this cycle for good, you know, because it's not healthy and I know that. So, and I don't want to go back to this burnout state again because of social media, you know, it happened so many times already. So I bought this stuff and I just painted this blue thing, just like, you know, release some tension. And my studio right now, it's kind of a mess, and I'm not even paying attention to it because I was doing other stuff. Like I cooked this week, like a lot, like I love cooking, and I'm always cooking, you know, like I cook my food, like every time I need to eat I'm gonna go and make something. But I bought like cool ingredients and I made like a dessert, you know, like I did some different stuff. And when I decided to change my ways about fast food type of social media, I started to breathe, you know, like I was stretching, I was feeling like I was, you know, like even my back, it got like more straight, you know, like I was walking around and feeling my body. Like it's so much better when you make good decisions for yourself, you know, even if you have to go against yourself to make this better decision, it's worth it. So there's that. And let me see, oh yeah, I want to make some products and prints to make available, because I think that as an artist, well, from what I was watching YouTube videos and things, we have to have a lot of places where you can get income. So having like prints available and like other stuff like mugs and whatever suits whatever thing that you're doing, like notebooks and stuff like that, it's good because you're gonna produce that one time, like you're gonna paint that thing one time, and then it's gonna be available there for people to purchase whenever they want, and the money's just gonna, so you're gonna use like some type of platform to do that, you know, like you're just gonna upload whatever you created there, and when people buy it, they prepare it, they ship it, they do everything else, so you just get like part of the money, and it's like good because you don't have to worry about it, you know, you're not gonna get the whole like 100% of the money from that product, but at the same time you don't have to worry about it, so it's like an easy income that you're gonna receive every month. So I want to focus on that too, but I'm a very like multi-passionate person, and I'm always like trying to embrace everything, and that sucks. Like it makes my processes like go slower than they should because I'm always like lost. Like I get lost easily, like I get distracted, like I'm doing something and then I stop in the middle and then I start doing something else, and then I forgot about that I was doing because my mind is already like 100 years in, you know, another direction. So I really want to think about the things that I like, which are autism, health, health stuff like body, mind, and like meditation, you know, like taking care of yourself and your mental health and your body health and our spirituality. I love this stuff. Animals, plants, nature in general, colors, you know, like, oh, tarot, like witchy stuff. I love this stuff. So this is the stuff I like to talk about with like within my art. So even so, this is in Portuguese, but I would translate it. I think I already showed this the last video, but I kind of stopped in the middle of the thing because I'm not functioning properly, so I don't want to ruin it. But it's gonna have a face in here, a portrait of Milton Nascimento. He's a singer here in Brazil, and it says, "Let your light shine and be tranquil," like be easy. It's a part of his song, and I love using phrases in my drawings because it's like they work for me as reminders that they're obvious, you know, like obvious reminders that like this, like let your light shine and be easy, you know, like be fine, don't be stressed out over stuff. So I want to find people that like this type of things too. Sometimes I like to get inspiration from tarot cards, like the star card. I love that card. There are some cards that are just like amazing, you know, like the meaning and also the art. But I love to create meanings too, like for tarot cards. I actually have some that I've done the drawing, like an original drawing and the meaning of the card, but I did that digitally. And today I'm just using my hands and creating stuff like by hand, like not digitally. But I experiment here and there with digital drawing and stuff, but just to like have some fun because I really want to focus and get better at my handmade stuff. So I'm always like trying to not lose this focus because it's so easy for me to just stop something and do something else, and I don't want to pursue that path, you know, because I'm always gonna get lost, and I know that because it had happened many times, just like the burnout thing. So I think that we really should pay attention to whatever we're thinking and we're doing, and don't lose the point of focus that we need to have. Like, like, what's my goal in my areas? Like, what do I have to accomplish in this and this and that? So I'm not gonna forget about it. So we have to be kind of strict about it, but not in a way that is gonna be bad for us. So I'm trying to find that balance. Let's see, the other point where was, oh yeah, I already covered all of them. Interesting. I thought I had some like more stuff to say. Well, these videos have been helping me to find myself, because I'm a very confused person. Like, as I said, I'm multi-passionate about stuff, so I'm always like changing. I'm frequently changing. And so I wanted to create like more tarot cards type of drawings, and then I went to creating portraits with phrases, like a musician's portrait with their phrases around. And I kind of like stopped that in the middle too because of the burnout thing. But then now I want to create things more with like nature. So it's kind of like I want to get to a point where my drawings are gonna represent all of that. Like I can make a nature thing with an animal, with a portrait, with a like, depending on what the person wants. Like if I'm creating a portrait for someone and they tell me what they love, and I'm just gonna create like a scene where it's all there, for the person. And this is like my goal. So I need to find these people, and I'm gonna try to do that like from Substack and Reddit, and keep a distance from fast food type social media stuff. Like, try to do that. And that's it for this week, I guess. Oh yeah, my website, it's like brand new. Like I just did some stuff there. Like it's very much more updated than it was. So if you want to take a look, it's arcanarafaela.com. It's here on the description of this video. And if you want to check out my Substack and sign my newsletter, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna be writing every month, and you're gonna receive that in your email. So it's awesome, and I hope to see you around. Bye.